Let's dive into a critical topic of auditing. In the era of frequent data breaches, auditing has become indispensable. These breaches can lead not to just data loss, but also damage to your company's reputation. Another reason to focus on auditing is compliance standards. Companies need to adhere to various regulations like GDPR or HIPAA, and a robust auditing system can help you stay compliant with these. And lastly, auditing plays a critical role in ensuring internal accountability. It helps in identifying who did what, providing a clear detail. We'll go over how to set up all this practically in a later demo. You are part of an IT team. The company recently acquired another smaller company. As part of that acquisition, the child's company resources and data need to be integrated into your infrastructure. One requirement is that the child's company's sensitive legal and financial documents must be accessible only to certain executives and legal team members at your company. Your task is to create a new file share on a Windows server that will store these documents, set permissions to restrict access to only the approved group within Active Directory, and enable auditing to track those attempts. Now let's dive right into creating a secure file share and setting up auditing using nothing but PowerShell. So I'm on my Windows machine with PowerShell open as usual. First things first, I need to create a folder that will contain our confidential files. For that, I'll use the new item commandlet, and the new item commandlet allows me to create a new folder or file. In this case, I'm going to specify an item type of directory. So now that the folder exists, by default it inherits permissions from the parent folder. We don't want that. We need to lock this down. Using the NTFS security module I already downloaded in the last demo, I can clear all permissions from the folder and disable inheritance all in one shot. There we go. Now that we're starting from a clean slate, I can give the legal team AD group full control over that folder. And voila, we are good to go. Now that access is restricted, we need to enable auditing to log access attempts. For that, I'll use the command line utility called Audit Poll. Unfortunately, there's no good way to do this with PowerShell. The Audit Poll command allows you to view and configure auditing policies via the command line. So here, I'm enabling auditing for failed events within the handle manipulation, that's the file handles, and the file system audit subcategories. These two categories are necessary to log denied file access attempts. This should generate events when access is denied, but this just enables the policies. We must now set auditing up on a per folder basis. To do that, I can use the Add NTFS Audit commandlet that's available in the NTFS security module. Here, I'm setting auditing on the Legal Docs folder, ensuring all denied attempts for my Atom user account is recorded in the security Windows event log. Looks good, no errors so far, so let's try it out. So I'm running this PS console as the Atom account, so let's just make sure. Yep, and now let's try to create a file inside of that folder. And we get denied, exactly what we expected. An event should have been recorded. We could go clicking around in the event viewer, but this is a PowerShell course, so let's use the Get When Event commandlet. Using the Get When Event commandlet, we can search for all event IDs matching 4656, which should be event ID logged for a denied file system access attempt in the security event log. Great, we got a bunch. So I'm hoping that we should have got that one. Looks like the top one there is 4:28 p.m. That is probably the one we want. So let's filter this by the first one by piping it to select object and using the first one. There we go. And now let's expand the message property. And now you can see that the subject account name was Atom. The object name was test2, the file that we attempted to create. And the process name that tried to do that was pwsh.exe, which is PowerShell. So perfect. We now have auditing set up.